I got a 999 right here.
Let's follow it.
So we're 999, we're pinned there, and we're pinned there.
We always check with the laser before we start digging.
2% slope is 2 inches on 8 feet.
Here's this pipe before we fill it in. We got this one. This one was a little more tricky because these... Here's a quick update. We have the first basin in. It's definitely coming down a lot harder. Really coming out of the pop-up now. All right, we're at our next house that we're going to be doing some drainage for. And I'll give you a little rundown of what we're going to do. All right, he has 5 downspouts in the back. So we start with this one. 2 over here. 1 right here. And the 5th one is right there. He has a basement. And he's getting water in the basement when it rains. Everything is drained away from the house. This house is low, and the previous owner must have put dirt along the fence, but when it rains he gets a lot of water in the basement. So here's the lay of the land. You see this is all shallow. But if you raise this, that will make the water go to the house even quicker. So what we're going to do here is we're going to tie in all the downspouts. We're going to regrade, put a basin here, put a basin here, put a basin on the other side of the fence, and run all this to a pop-up. It's supposed to be 10 feet from the street, but he has 2 other pop-ups for his downspouts in the front, and they're about 6 feet from the street, so we're going to do that. Okay, Tom's going to just lay some pipe out. What do you need? I'll help you now.
2 22s.
Here.
Oh, draw a circle right there where that.
Right here?
Yep.
This is the lowest spot.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so right here is the low spot. So the other catch basin's going there because we get all the water down this hill from this customer. This gentleman has 3 pop-ups. They're for the front downspouts, and he has 3 sump pumps in the basement. We are gonna put our pop-up in the same location. So ours is gonna go right here, and this will be for all the downspouts in the back and for surface water and basins that we're gonna be putting in. And this will roll down the hill and go into the street nicely. So our pop-up will go right there. We are not allowed to core the curb here in this town. They will not allow it. They're very strict with that. Next thing we have to do before we start doing any digging is get the laser out, do our elevations.
Want a job?
Wait, do I want a job? No. No, what do you need?
I just need the wheel, and I need to measure how far that is across the back.
Okay.
It's about 70 feet.
All right, you want me to measure from there to the basin? All right, from here to the basin, 56.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. That's 15 inches lower here. So we definitely have pitch going this way. What's that one?
18. And that one's 15. 15 to 18, 3 inches on 30 feet.
And that's 15 inches for 56 feet?
Yeah.
Looking good. All right, so all the utilities are marked in the front. The last thing we have to do before we start digging is locate this electric line. So we want to make sure we know where it is so we don't dig it up. Oh, you need a paint gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 999 right here.
Let me make a mark. Let's follow it. Good.
Says it's 1.5 feet.
Says
Gotta
it's
make a mark. $1.6 right there.
1'6".
Try
What'd you
a smaller frequency
Smaller frequency?
or lower frequency.
Oh. Tom just changed it to a lower frequency, which I have no idea what that means, but he does.
Basically same spot, 1.5 feet.
1.5 feet, okay.
So we're 999, we're pinned there, and we're pinned there.
Okay.
Same thing. Meter is pinned at 999, we're right to the top. Once again, 1.5 feet, so that's
1.5
pretty good. Make a mark there.
Good. That's the mark we made before.
Same thing, meter pinned, that's straight to the top. 1.5 feet.
Yeah, they were consistent. And of course the line is going like this somehow. All right, and we don't have to worry about this area. We are not digging anywhere over here. So that's the only thing we had to mark.
You can show that if you want. That's how I check outlets, where there's, you know, a line going to the outlet. Both the hot and the neutral are cut, and this just goes to the ground. And so I send a signal down the ground wire, and that's how I locate the wire with that little jumper.
And here's the grounding rod right here. And it's nice that he can locate that because we are going to be digging there. We're crossing over it 2 spots. So all the pre-work is done. We like to lay out everything, see where all the pipes are going to go. We always check with the laser before we start digging. We don't just go along and start digging and hopefully we're correct at the end over there. By doing it with the laser, he puts the receiver on the mini and then he can just dig the trench the right depth the whole way. No guesswork. So we know when we get to the other side, it will have pitch going to the basin. And then finding any electrical lines or anything that's in the backyard or wherever we're digging is the other thing we like to check. So now we have all that done. We'll just start bringing the pipe back and then it's going to be time to start digging. Which way? All right, so we marked all the downspouts, 17 inches up. And we'll be cutting all those.
We're going to manually slope this laser. The 1% slope is 1 inch on 8 feet. So for this area where we're going away from the house, I'm just going to do 1% slope, so it's about 20 feet. That'll be 2.5 inches of drop on that. But then when we go along the house, we have more slope going towards the catch basin we're going to put in, so that is going to be 2%. So we're going to do 1% here, and then I'll move the laser over there. We'll set it to 2%, and we'll dig that way. And we have the receiver on the excavator, so that I can just check that as we're going by myself. I don't need to have Dawn with the grade rod. So
Not there. This is fine. Okay, now the laser receiver is set for 8 inches, and it will automatically slope down until we get to that end to where the 20 feet is. Here is our trench. I'll just clean out the bottom a little. Now that's where we're going to be turning that way, and we're going to be changing the slope to a 2% slope since we have more fall on that side.
you got me in there? This is a slope laser, but it's not a automatic. So we're going to manually slope it, and we do that by measuring 8 feet out.
And now we're setting the laser to a 2% slope. Bring you over here.
Now I'm going to go down 2 inches. 2% slope is 2 inches on 8 feet. This button to lower it, so you just start it, you press the button, it starts going by itself. Okay, there we go. 2% slope going that way. So you take a scoop, check it. We got to go deeper. Check it again. Check it again. We're a hair deep, but that's okay. That's why it didn't matter if I'm a hair deep, because Dawn is shoveling into my trench. See where we are. Perfect.
If you can see what kind of soil we're dealing with. It's sandy, but it has red shale in there. See these rocks? There's just layers and layers of this rock in between the sand. So that's what kind of soil they have here. It almost looks like bricks when you get big ones. But it's all through the soil. Hitting it? Okay.
Okay, let's go up. Okay, 10.
All right, there's what we got so far. Because we're going to be covering this all back up as we go along. All right, so we got that filled in, and here's this pipe before we fill it in. We got that downspout. We got this one. This one was a little more tricky because the cement for the deck was in the way. And then we got to down here. There we go. Then we'll just have to continue going. Okay, right now we're working on bedding in the pipe before Tom fills it in. All right, Tom's running a jumping jack over it. That will really seat in the pipe really good. Don't know what that is. Trench is coming along nice, but there's some kind of metal pipe here, not marked in the backyard. House is that way. It's facing that way. Don't know what it is.
Put your bucket here, I'll put it in there.
I got a 6-inch riser and a 3-inch riser.
Okay, nice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. This way? The
Yeah, that
water's
was
flowing
nice.
this way.
Yeah, that's nice.
Good, right?
Yep. and they're about in the same level. It's fine.
Perfect.
We gotta put the top on and dump some stone.
A little more. Okay. All right, so we're getting ready to put the downspout on there. We like to tie them up and bring everything together. And we have these already made up. We'll try to go step by step.
So this is a downspout adapter. This is 2x3. This is a piece of pipe that would like 2 3/4. We call it a basher. It fits in there perfectly, and once the other piece goes on, you don't see it. This is a sanitary T or TY. So when I go to the plumbing store, I just call them TYs. That's what they call them there too. Another basher. And then this is a long sweep 90. And Dawn has to get the grate out.
Because I can fit my hand in there.
For screws, these are number 8 screws, 3/4 of an inch long. So we'll screw that one screw in just to hold it in place. So if a house has like siding like this, and they're all like the concrete, if they're all about the same all the way around, then we will measure off the side and do it, make them all the same height. But this house, some are siding, some are off the deck. So when we come into that, or maybe the ground isn't even, and one side, you know, the dirt's this high, and on the other side it's like this. So in that case, we will measure 17 inches up and then cut off the downspout, and then we'll go from there. So this one, the basher is going to go in there, and then a TY, and we can glue that up.
And on the downspouts, we like to use clear glue. And this is all weather glue. He's just wiping off any extra glue.
Now, if you want to make it really nice, you speed square off the house. Good. Now we put our sweep at the bottom. Go 12.
12 inches, all right.
And so because this is 2x3, then we use 3-inch pipe. But then we'll go 4 feet down, and then we'll jump to 4-inch. Oh, and try to always have the words in the back if you can. And then the last thing is the grate. Stick a level on here, trying to get it right. Once again, a number 8 by 3/4. You like to buy them with the white heads. Okay, so this is a vent. It also gives access to the pipe. You can take the screw out and pull the vent out. You can run a hose in there, you can run a camera in there, you can clean it, whatever you want to do. It just works perfect, and this will not freeze in the wintertime, which is the best part. And then we'll give it
Oops.
There you go. Done.
That is nice. Okay, good. Awesome. So we had to go under this pipe. Here's a quick update before we do anything else. We have the first basin in, and that's 2 inches than the existing grade, and that was the lowest spot on this side of the yard. And this is all solid. Then that's that downspout we just put in. That goes up to there. And there's a mystery pipe. It's a metal pipe. We don't know what it is. Homeowner doesn't know what it is. We had to redig our whole trench over here and make it lower because we couldn't go on top of that pipe. Only way to do this is to go underneath. So that took a little bit of time to redo that. And then our next basin will go in there. All right, so now this morning we're going to continue. We're going to fill in this back trench and then work our way to the front to get that piping in. We have a really low spot over here. Oh, this must be the old sump pump.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it goes. It goes out there. Just ran into a line. Must be the old sump pump line. Wow, you were like so close to it. Okay, I was digging to go underneath the fence. And here's an old sump pump line. Customer said that it's not in use. So Tom's texting him to see what we want to do with it, because it's in the way. All right, so we just cut it. Let me get it out of here. So our basin's going right here, and we have this here. Tom's texting a customer. We could put a 45 on here and put this right in the basin, and then if he ever needs to use it, it will be tied in. So we're waiting for his response. So we'll wait and see. All right. So we're just going to put a piece of tape on this pipe. And in the future, if he ever wants to tie it into the catch basin, he can. Catch basin's going right here. That's good enough. I don't think I'll ever need to put that in there, but it's there just in case. All right, so we got this all dug out. Now we're gonna go in the front and we're gonna take up the sod, try to put that sod back because that's a really nice sod back on the front. We always like to leave the front yards looking as nice as possible. Backyard here, he needs work. We're gonna bring in a truckload of soil and we're gonna coat as much as we can. Front yard, we're gonna put that pop-up. Because we're putting the sod back on, I'm trying to keep the sides of the grass as tidy as possible by pushing all the dirt back in. And we are on a hill, so Tom has a mark on his bucket that if he keeps it at that mark the whole way, pipe will automatically go down and be sloped. Go to here. Basin's in and ported a pipe to the front end. Let's go finish the front. Tom is digging out for the basin.
Where are we now?
$18, $19.
Okay, so we can put a little, I just gotta widen it.
Keep going a little more. Okay. Right there, I'll get it. Here. We're here. Okay.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. Wait. I do backwards.
I know.
Make sure it's straight.
Okay, we can turn it. Can you lift that flapper up and then check it on there?
What?
Lift the flap up. Now put it on there. That looks better.
All right, we got all the downspouts in the front redone. We were just putting clean outs in there for him. And right there. Am I throwing some on that?
Yep, it's supposed to.
All right, I'll give you a quick look before I put the straw down. So this is the area, he had a lot of sand that was brought in. The rest of the dirt we put here by the driveway. Here's the one downspout. So we did 5 downspouts total in the backyard. And this is where they have a lot of pooling. So we put the catch basin here, 12-inch round. That's the 5th downspout. And then we have a catch basin here. So now I just gotta put the straw down. Tom's seated. All right, so there's the pop-up. Front's all done. Customer's going to order this, get his sod to root back in. There is a 12-inch catch basin, and that is to catch the neighbor's water that comes off this hill. And that goes to the backyard. We changed over his downspouts, so now they have a vent and a clean out. So that's the 1, 2, and there's the 3rd one. All right, we're back to check the rain. So there's definitely water coming out. So it's been raining since early morning. It's around 2 o'clock now, and it's just been a steady rain all day. No torrential downpours, just a steady rain. Water's coming out. So look over here. We got this catch basin here. And if you look over there, all that water from her downspout is coming over to here. Downspout from over there is coming down to our customer.
It's going to really pour in about 5 minutes.
Okay. Tom just said it's going to pour, according to the weather map, in about 5 minutes, so we'll wait around.
And we've gotten 1.25 inches so far.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Looks like it's doing good. It's definitely coming down a lot harder. Let's go take another look. Oh, yeah. Really coming out of the pop-up now. There's a downspout over here. You can see the little green grass coming up. So that's nice. Try not to make a muddy mess of the yard. Right, you can see that the water's coming down this way. Everything's pitched to this basin. All the water from the house is all getting pitched to this basin, and it's coming in and it's going in. then we actually raised this area here to keep that water going into that basin. But then whatever is coming down from the house this way will go into this basin on this side. So everything's working nice. It's going to be really nice once this grass comes up and firms up. Like I said, it's been about a week and a half. So the water's going into there. I can see the water going in there, and it's really pumping out the pop-up. So that's excellent. All this water here is going in there. All the water from here is going down and going right into the basin. That's good. Oh, the rain's slowing down. All right. That was a look at everything. Like I said, everything's doing well. All right, thanks for coming along and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have standing water or mud in your yard and you live in Central Jersey, give us a call. Bye-bye.